Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, YouTube. You know what day it is, right? You know what day it is, right? It's EEVEE Grove Day. Hey now, say now. Your boy might be just a little bit more animated, just a little bit more excited, just a little bit more hyped for today's pack opening videos than I typically am. You know, it's always a good time ripping open some packs, whether it be IRL or even digitally. But you know, as y'all know, your boy's a pretty big EEVEE. Matter of fact, we gotta go get the kids. We gotta go get the kids. We gotta go get the children. They gotta be here to support me during this time. You feel me? I'm gonna have them sitting here on my desk with me as we do today's pack opening videos, because it is EEVEE Grove Day and we are here to open some EEVEE Grove packs. As you guys know, I am a big fan of EEVEE and the evolutions, as I guess a lot of people are these days, right? And I've been looking forward to this. This would probably be the second thing that I've wanted the most in the game after just getting Gen 2 and Johto Pokemon, because that's my favorite region. And well, my favorite two evolutions are the ones from the Johto region. So yeah, that being said, we got the EEVEE Grove packs today and I'm ready to just jump straight into it. We got a lot of cool cards in here and I haven't seen a lot of what the set has to offer yet, but we did see the EEVEE and the Sylveon and you know, some of the support cards and everything like that. There's a Leafeon. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump straight into things. Wait, why am I tripping? Where was my option to do my 10, or did I have a booster that I had to get rid of? Oh, can you tell your boy out of the loop? Can you tell your boy out of the loop a little, just a little bit? Anyway, that being said, I'm bugging. Let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Let's get right into it, man. I haven't seen what the crown rare is for this set. I haven't seen what the immersive rare is for this set. And I'm sure there's several EXs and like, you know, rainbow rares and 2-star cards that I haven't seen yet either, because I haven't seen the full card list for this yet. But it is actually 5:41 a.m. as I'm recording this video, because I'm a lunatic who has no control over his life or his sleep schedule. Look, I'm a busy man, and I might have been up all night playing Persona 5 the Phantom X, because that just came out, and I got another gacha to add to the old rotation there. But anyway, we got Swirlix, Sweets Relay. We've seen this card already. We went over it in the video previewing the set. We got Purloin with Playful Knockdown. Discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's actually kind of strong, because Pokemon tools have obviously become, you know, a big part of the meta ever since they've been introduced. And there's some cards like Skarmory that immediately comes to mind, and there are others as well that they become more powerful and more fearsome once you equip them with a Pokemon tool. So that's actually not bad. Mawile, Powerful Vise, 30 damage, flip a coin if heads of your opponent's active Pokemon is not paralyzed. EEVEE Bag, one of the new item cards. It's definitely going to power up a lot of the cards in this set. I think this is going to be a must for most evolution decks at this point. Then we got All Creamy, Sweets Overload. This attack does 40 damage for each time your opponent used Sweets Relay during this game. So as you know, before you evolved. First pack, nothing too crazy. We got Torkoal, Flamethrower for 70 damage. Discard a fire energy from this Pokemon, 100 HP. Not bad for a basic, to be honest. Steenie, 40 damage, 1 energy, Leaf Step. Chinchino, 40 damage for 1 energy, Slap. And it's a colorless. That's not bad. It's a stage 1 though. I was almost going to say this is like Farfetch, but I forgot you got to evolve into it, so it's not quite as good. Sableye, 70 damage, Dark type, Scratch for 30. Greedent, 120 HP. It's a stage 1 colorless. 3 damage gives you enhanced, or 3 energy gives you enhanced Fang. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, this attack does 50 more damage. So going back to that Purloin, as I said, you have cards like this running around these days. We got another Swirlix. We got Woobat, who does Gust, 20 damage for 1 energy. Mimikyu, try to imitate, flip a coin if heads, choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. Applin, who I honestly think is a pretty cool Pokemon from a more modern generation. Ram does 20 damage. We got Hau. During this turn, attacks used by your Decidueye EX, Incineroar EX, or Primarina EX do plus 30 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. You know what's crazy about this card? I opened up my free booster packs earlier. I just got my first Incineroar EX today, because I used them on the Solgaleo packs because I never got Incineroar. Yeah, if you can believe it. Yeah, I never got Incineroar. So I just got my first Incineroar, so maybe I can actually use this now. Anyway, Steenie, Flareon, Assisting Heater, 40 damage for 1 colorless, 1 fire energy. Take a fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Mienfoo, Kick Shot, 40 damage. Flip a coin if tails. This attack does nothing. Not my type of card personally. Alola Mola. Oh no, Alomomola. Alomomola. I thought it was Alomomola. No, it's Alomomola. Alomomola. Anyway, Water Pulse does 50 damage for 3 energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. That could be a bit annoying. Whiscash, 130 HP, is stage 1 Earthquake for 4 energy. This attack also does 10 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. No, to each of your benched Pokemon. Not your opponent, your own Pokemon. Okay. Audino, do the wave. That's not the wave. How do you actually just do the wave is just when you're in the crowd and you just do this, right? I'm thinking pop it and lock it or something. Yeah. My fault. Anyway, this attack does 20 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. Appleton, if one of your Pokemon used Sweet's Relay during your last turn, this attack does 30 more damage. Okay, so land it. Discard a fire energy from this Pokemon. Minchino, pound. Hey, there we go. Let's get this party started with a rainbow rare 2-star Flareon. Let's go. This looks like one of the best cards of the set that I at least saw from the initial video and from what we had on Pokemon Zone before. But Combust, the ability, once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. If you do 20 damage to this Pokemon, but Fire Spin does 130 damage for 3 energy. You discard 2 energy from this Pokemon, but you know, with some of the cards that we got in the set, this is probably going to be a pretty powerful card in my opinion. I'm looking forward to trying it out for myself. Flareon EX, let's go. First big hit of the video. Chinchino, Torracat, my first one of those ever. No, not my first one of those. I had those, but I never had the Incineroar. Claw Slash does 50 damage for 2 energy. Dratini, beat is 20. Salandit. Hey, and another 2-star. This time a Snorlax EX. Full Mouth Man, I don't know if I saw Snorlax in this set yet. At the end of your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, heal 20 damage from it. Not bad, and it's already pretty tanky at 160 HP. And then Flop Down Punch, 130 damage for 4 energy. This Pokemon is now asleep. Yeah. Applin, heard that sound effect go off. See that background changing colors? We at least got a 1-star, but it could be something even crazier than that. We got Applin. Oh, shiny Gardevoir. That's so pretty. The blue is so nice. Psy Shadow, once during your turn, you may take a psychic energy from your energy zone and attach it to the psychic Pokemon in the active spot. So you can do this from the bench. And then Psy Shot gives you 60 damage for 3 energy. Not bad. Not bad. Togedemaru, we got Bristling Spikes. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, do 30 damage to the attacking Pokemon. Mienfoo. Hey, and our first EEVEE EX of the video. Hoping to get a couple of these. We've already went through this card before, but yes, the beautiful thing about EEVEE EX is that now you can run up to 4 EVs in your deck because you can run 2 regular EVs and then 2 EX EVs. And yeah, and just have a bunch of evolution fun. I'm really looking forward to playing this set way more than the last couple of sets, if I'm being honest. Slurpuff. We saw this already. Vanillite, who we meme a lot in the Pokemon community, right? About like it's an ice cream cone as a Pokemon. And then there's some pretty bad designs from Gen 1 all the way up to the current gen. But when we start turning trash bags and ice cream cones into Pokemon, I definitely start looking around like, did we run out of ideas? Because like, I don't, just me? Okay. This card also has Sweet's Relay. Swirlix, another Eevee. Tropius, which does Cutting Wind for 60 damage, 3 colorless energy, even though it's a grass type, 100 HP. Togedemaru, Melton, a new Melton, okay. Barboach, Mimikyu, Leafeon, new Leafeon in the cut. Leaf Blast does 10 plus energy. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. So if you run both Leafeons together, like the Leafeon EX and this Leafeon, it could be a pretty powerful combination. Vanillite, Alomomola, Vanillite, Alcremie, and another Eevee bag. And that was our first 10 pull. I feel like it took me a while to go through that, but it's always going to take a while to get through the new set when you do the first pack because so many of the cards are new and I've never seen them before. I could pull up the set list on my other monitor and take a look at it, but I kind of want to be surprised by some of these cards, assuming we get some good stuff. You know, if we start getting later into the video and I ain't seeing too many good pulls, I might start taking a peek over there just to see what we're working with. But for now, we're going to let it rock. There's only 69 cards in the set, obviously not including, you know, the extra rares and everything, like the 2-stars and whatnot. So we should see most, if not all of the main cards by the end of this video. I say that, but let me knock on wood because, you know, the luck be up and down sometimes. We already got a good start. We got a shiny. We got 2 2-star cards already. We got some EXs in there. So things are looking, I say we got some EXs. I think it was just the Eevee, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, it was. But, you know, first 10 pull, it's not too bad. This first 10 pull, it's not too bad. All right, let's get back into it. Ain't nothing to it but do it. So let's do it to it. You feel me? Pat my evolutions for good luck. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, give me some of that good luck. Espeon, Umbreon, EEVEE as well. Okay, I'm hearing sound effects. I seen a rainbow go off. We got Tropius, Purloin, Applin, Milcery, which we've already seen. Greedent, Lomomola, Cinccino, Barboge, Joltik. Ooh, I went past that one a little bit too quick, but it's okay. Appleton, Lomomola, Torcat, Salazzle. This one's new. Combustion, 40 damage for 1 energy, nothing too crazy. Sableye, Vaporeon. This is the new Vaporeon. So Hyper Whirlpool, 70 damage. Flip a coin until you get tails for each heads. Discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Ever since they introduced like Team Rocket and everything like that in the Beedrill, we're seeing more Pokemon have stuff like this where you're able to discard energy from your opponent's Pokemon. It can be very annoying to deal with and very fun to play, especially if you're feeling lucky. Milcery, Mienshao. Oh, I like that artwork. Low kick, 70 damage for 2 energy. This Espeon card is so, look at you. Look, you see that? It's you. I should probably cut off these like plastic hooks from when they were, you know, being sold. I never took the tags or anything off of them. But that is a beautiful, beautiful card. Energy Crush. This attack does 20 damage for each energy attached to all your opponent's Pokemon. So it could potentially be very hard hitting, especially depending on what the meta is shaping up like these days. And if you're up against other Pokemon who have a lot of energy attached to them, that is a beautiful card. I love that artwork. Chatot, Tone Deaf. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. That could be very annoying. Vanillites, Torcat, Melmetal. Mega Punch, 90 damage for 3 energy, 140 HP as well. Whiscash, Salazzle, Bone Sweet, Bounce Sweet, Bone Sweet, Bounce Sweet, Melton, Joltik, and another one of those beautiful, beautiful Espeon cards. They're knocking out of the park with the 1-stars these days, man. Not that they were ever bad, but like I really feel like they've been going ham in some of these previous sets with these 1-star artworks. I feel like ever since we got the Houndoom, you know what I mean? They've just been going crazy. Swoobat, Side Shot, 40 damage for 1 energy, 100 HP. Stage 1 card, obviously. Litten, flared at 40 damage for 2 energy. A new Sylveon card, Evo Harmony, 40 plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. Oh, okay. I can see the potential with that in an Evolutions deck. Salazzle, Purloin, Minccino, Milcery, Hau. Salandit, Sableye, Leopard, Slash and Claw, 70 damage for 2 energy, 90 HP, Dark type, of course. Bounce Sweet, and another Hau. We got Dragonair, Waterfall, does 60 damage. Do we have anything in the game yet that's like making these dual type cards like this like more effective or efficient or like consistent? Because I tried for a long time to make the Dragonite deck work. It was one of my favorite decks. And I still do use it in like, you know, the solo battles and stuff from time to time because you can kind of still get by with it. But Dragonite's a really cool card, man, that I'd like to see more of or use more of, but you really, you know, it's not as strong as some of the other things running around these days. Squoved, bite for 30 damage, double colorless, all creamy. Nothing crazy in this 10 pool. Yeah, I don't think we got anything other than like really the 1-star Espeons. Did we get any EXs, any shinies? Nah, nothing. Okay. Well, not my best start, but you know. You know, I just realized the boy getting a little bit of cotton mouth, and I ain't got no water around me. I drank up on my water while I was streaming, and I never got more because I was streaming before I recorded this video. Because like I said, it's super late. It's almost 6 a.m. now as I'm recording this video, but I wanted to get this recorded right after stream, and I could have just recorded it while I was live, but I was also like, you know, doing my thing on the Persona game. But life of a content creator, man, it's all good in the hood until it ain't. You know what I'm saying? The scheduling and just being busy and having my hands in multiple pots, and like there's not that a lot of y'all really care, but I was trying to figure out what to do because obviously the game released at midnight, and you know I was also, it was Wednesday night / now it's Thursday morning, but I also on Wednesdays, as some of you guys may know, I got a group of friends. We call ourselves Squad. We the Squad, you feel me? We do our recordings for our channel, for our group channel on Wednesday. So that was at 9:30. So I was doing that basically until Persona came out. And then I was like, okay, I want to stream this for a bit. And then I didn't even want to stop playing because I was having so much fun. The EEVEE set came out. So I got to record this. And I'm doing these card openings for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to have this out by the morning, you know, by the time the sun is up. Well, on already coming up. But you know, by the time some of y'all is waking up and watching videos, also I want to get a video for the Persona stuff that I played, but also I do fighting game content, as a lot of y'all probably know. So there's an Arc System Works showcase happening later today, and I want to stream that, but then I don't want to stream it on YouTube. I can only stream it on Twitch, because on YouTube, if I do that, then the videos that I posted do worse. And then also, if there's something that's hyped there, then I got to do a video on that as well. But also, I ain't been asleep yet. It's 6 a.m. Also, I ain't eat no breakfast, no lunch, no dinner. Well, obviously yet, because it's only 6 a.m. But I also want to go to the gym somewhere in there, but I got to get like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you know? It's just, I don't care about that, but I had to vent real quick. Carbink, hard roll, 30 damage, flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Oh, that's not bad. Mienfoo, Ambipom. Catching Tail, once during your turn, you may put a random Pokemon tool card from your deck into your hand. I guess if you're running Pokemon that like power up when they have a tool attached, this could be pretty useful. Vaporeon, Applin, Greedent, Alomola, Dratini. Hey, and the new Dragonite EX. 180 HP, stage 2 obviously, but for 3 energy, you get Giga Impact, which does 180 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack, but it's only got a retreat cost of 2, no weakness at that. Obviously, if you're using like Leaf or X-Speed or whatever, you can make sure you get that Dragonite out of there. And then also, if you're using like red or whatever, then you do an extra 20 damage on top of that, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is a super hard hitting card that I don't think I'd actually seen yet. And wow, I really want to play with this. Also, I gotta see what the 2-star looks like. I know, hold on, wait a minute. I need the 2-star Dragonite now. Poplio, Steenie. What did I say about these 1-star cards? They're killing it, man. This is fire. Well, actually, it's lightning, but you know what I mean. Beginning Bolt. If this Pokemon evolved during this turn, this attack does 20 more damage. Yeah, that's really, really dope. That is super duper dope. Minccino, Togedemaru, Swoobat, Torracat, and another EVEX. Not bad at all. Okay, this is going a lot better. I hear the sound effect going off. Going a lot better than that last one did. EV, so that's 3 EVs in a row we just got. An EVEX followed up by 2 basic EVs. Incineroar, hey, I've found this one a lot faster than the other one. Darkest Lariat, 100 times. Flip 2 coins, this attack is 100 damage for each heads. I'm sorry? I mean, you could potentially be doing 0, but you could potentially do 200 damage? And it's not an EX, so, you know, with 150 HP, and like, it's a stage 2, but like, we have rare candies and stuff now, and just like, wow, that seems, I mean, if you're feeling lucky, I don't really like to rely too much on the coin flip stuff like this, where you could potentially be doing nothing. Like, it was one thing when you were playing like Celebi, because it's just like, you know, you have multiple flips, but when you're limited to just like 2, I don't know, that's risky. This EV card is precious. This is just precious. And you just get to draw a card with it. That's pretty good. Dratini, Squovet, Drampa, Dragon Breath, 70 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So if it gets tails, you do no damage either. But if it's heads, you do the damage and you get paralysis. Okay. Vanillish does Sweets Relay as well. Another Tropius. Ambipom, Sableye, Chatot, Vanillish, and Leftovers. Okay, new Pokemon tool. At the end of your turn, if the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, heal 10 damage from that Pokemon. So this is actually just like leftovers like in the games. Steenie, Salandit, Barboach, Galvantula, this one's new. Electric Shock, 70 damage, discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. So guaranteed paralysis, 0 retreat cost, 80 HP, but it's a stage 1. Okay. Espeon, Energy Crush, we've seen this already, but just with the 1-star version. Audino, Vanillite, Minccino, Swoobat, Vaporeon. Last pack magic, show me something. Melton, Ambipom, Vanillite, Dratini, and Swoobat. So nothing good in that one. All right, that was a little bit better than the one before it. At the very least, we got the we got the new 1-star Jolteon, the EX Dragonite, and we got another EX EV as well as this 1-star EV. So, you know, nothing that'll knock your socks off, but we also got some new cards as well. Should be a little bit over halfway to the completing the set so far. It's only 69 cards, right? So yeah, we're already over there. So what are we at now? We are now at 57. So at 57 out of 69. So we've got 12 more cards in the set in total to collect that we haven't seen yet. Also, you know me, right? It's not a Lotus Asakura video if I don't get an immersive rare. So I don't know what the immersive rare in this set is. Please be something good. I mean, it's got to be one of the evolutions, right? It's just not a Lotus video unless I walk away with 2 or 3 of those. So Milcery, Alomomola, Espeon, Poplio, and Salazzle. Vanillish, Leftovers, Dratini, Apom. There's another there. Slow it down. Another card for the set. Double hit. This attack does 20 damage for each heads if you flip 2 coins. Mienshao, Bounsweet, How, Bounsweet again, Dratini, Vaporeon, Barboach, Melton, Incineroar, Swirlix. Hey, the new Sylveon EX. Let's go. Happy Ribbon. Once during your turn when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Slow it down. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may draw 2 cards. I promise I can read. Sometimes I just be trying to talk too fast. But yes, I'm looking forward to trying out the Sylveon. Any of the evolution stuff I'm looking forward to trying out. Torcat, Applin, Minccino, Melmetal, all creamy. Barboach, Mawile. We must have jumped right past this card before. This art is kind of sick. How, Litten, Appleton, Audino, Vanillite, Sableye, Jolteon. Hey, I like that artwork too. Hollow Jolteon, Salazzle. Not looking too good in this pack. Barboach, Drampa, Swirlix, Poplio, Mimikyu, Dragonair, Drampa, Applin, Carbink, Glaceon, Vanillite, Dragonair, Appleton, Minccino, and Umbreon. Little buddy. Dark Binding. If the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn for 40 damage, or on top of 40 damage and 1 dark energy. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. They can't attack, but they could retreat though, right? But then we have stuff like Sabrina and Cyrus and everything like that as well, so. I'm seeing the potential in a lot of these cards. I don't know how many of them are actually gonna amount to much, but I'm liking the way it's looking. I'm liking the way it's looking. Boom, boom. All right, 8 more cards to go. No, 7 more cards to go before we've completed the set, and then we just chasing, the rares at that point. 2 stars, immersives, crowns. I'm actually falling behind as well in the crown rares. I never got crown rare Lunala, and I didn't get the crown rare from the previous set. I don't even remember what it is. It was an Ultra Beast, I think. Serena, kick down 50 damage for 1 energy, and your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck. I don't really know the usefulness of that, but sure. Mienfoo, Mawile, Milcery, Melmetal, Umbreon, Mawile, Vanillish, Incineroar, Apom, Appleton. I guess there could be like some really specific rare cases where you're wondering whether or not your opponent has a certain card in their hand, and then you would see that they did have it, but then they have to shuffle into their decks, and then you're safe to proceed with whatever strategy it was or risk you were thinking about taking or making, or you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Steenie, How, Woobat, Galvantula, Alomomola, Sableye, Serena, or I guess even just you're getting damage regardless, right? But I guess also just them having less cards in their hand is normally a good thing, right? Litten, Swoobat, EEVEE, heard that sound effect, Barboach, Serena, Torkoal, and it's the 1-star EEVEE again. I'm not gonna lie, my luck ain't really been too good. Yo, Biscuit, yo, Espeon, Umbreon, y'all not really doing your boy no favors right now. You're making me look bad in front of all our friends. You know what I'm saying? Slurpuff, Chatot, Torkoal, Mienfoo. Hey, I love Lapras. Let's go. Y'all know I never got the promo Lapras. Have I told you the story about how I opened like 30 plus packs when the promo Lapras was early in the game, and I just never got Lapras. And you can't trade promo, so I'm just never gonna have that card. It's just always gonna be that empty spot in my collection. Love that for me. Anyway, shiny Lapras, love that shade of purple. Hydro Pump 20 plus. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra water energy attached, this attack does 70 more damage. So for 4 energy, you get 90 damage. I mean, we have water acceleration. Water has always had acceleration because of Misty and stuff like that, right? But Not the strongest card, but it looked pretty. Carbink, Melton, Vanillite, Whiscash, and Penny. We actually did not have a Penny card up to this point, so that's one of the ones we were missing. Look at a random supporter card that's not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Use the effect of that card as the effect of this card. Torkoal, Umbreon, Mawile, Audino, Penny again. Once you get one, then they start coming in droves. It's always like that. You ever been chasing a card that's not even like one of the rare cards, right? But just like a certain EX or supporter or whatever. Maybe you need like a mid Evo. It's like, I can't find this one card. As soon as you get one, then 3 more show up. It could take you 20, 30, 40, 50 packs to get that one card. And as soon as you get one, you're bound to get several more right away. It's always like that for me anyway. Boom. Now we are at 64 out of 69. 5 more to go. Hopefully we can get those final 5 in this video. Damon, what cards are you guys looking forward to the most in this set? Like, what decks are you guys hoping to play? And what decks would you like to see me play or try out with the new set? I know I haven't been doing a whole lot of actual gameplay when it comes to Pocket, but I will. I'm telling you. At least one. At the very, you're gonna get at least one. Me trying some evolution stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like I've been spreading myself pretty thin when it comes to content, like doing a bunch of different things, whether it's like unboxing videos or, you know, I've been trying to stream a lot as well, getting back into my streaming bag because I feel like I had fallen off a lot with that. Obviously doing fighting game content like Tekken or with Marvel Tokon, you know, when that got announced, and you know, there's the Arc System Work Showcase later today, like I mentioned earlier. And you know, I'm doing a variety of different things. Obviously, like my mainstay is still kind of like the fighting game stuff, but I feel like I have myself in like all, like my hands in all these different baskets and my fingers in all these different pots. And whoa, that is a beautiful card with the contrast of just like the blue and the yellow, and then obviously like the hollow rainbow. This is gorgeous, honestly. This is one of the best looking shiny cards, I think. It's not even like an EX or anything. Big Explosion, 30 damage. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. Obviously not like the most powerful card, but just shiny Voltorb itself just looks really cool, and this card just contrasts very beautifully with the colors. I like that a lot. Bounce Sweet. Oh, I'm telling you, they snap it with the War Stars. That is a sick card. Oh, that's a sick looking card. I love that. I love that a lot. I like that a lot. Steenie, Serena, Alomomola, Mienfoo, Slurpuff, Joltik, Sableye, Woobat, Appleton, Greedent, Mawile, EEVEE back again, EEVEE, Melton, Galvantula, Salandit, Chinchino, Dragonair, Dratini, Swoobat. For the last pack, we got Mawile, Bounsweet, Milcery, Incineroar, Swoobat. Nothing to write home about in that last pack, but that's all right. That's okay. If we were kids, I'd wanna give you everything that you would want. Those other boys, they give you toys, but my fault. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. I can't sing. What that reminds me of, is it? I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with an artist named Superboy, but I used to listen to him a decent amount, like way back. I think he got a song where he's like, I can't sing, but I'ma scream lovely about you. And like, he can't really sing either, but it sounded decent on the song. Anyway, Minchino, I see them rainbows back there. Galvantula, Salandit, Sableye, talk to your boy. It's another Espeon. I ain't mad at it though. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna get duplicates, at least it's gonna be of some of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm here for that all day long, but I'd like to get some stuff I don't have as well. Torkoal, Carbink, Melmetal, Apom, and another EEVEE EX. At least we're getting something. It was looking rough there for a stretch. Salazzle, Mawile, Joltik. It started off pretty promising, and then it has been kind of downhill since then. Salazzle, Steenie, Dratini, Purloin, Vaporeon, Poplio, Hal, Applin, Torkoal, Chinchino, Dratini, Chatot, Vanillish, Leopard, Flareon, Mawile, Chatot, Torkoal, Ambipom, all creamy. Come on, there's got to be something else good in here. Don't do me like that. Why you gotta do me like... Hey, there it goes. Shiny Arbok. I'll take it. That's something we ain't had before. The Gold Snack. Corner, 60 damage. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. So very similar to the Umbreon, except this is a... Well, no, Umbreon's also stage 1. You're goofy. You don't just... Umbreon don't just spawn in the wild. They evolve from Eevee. You should know that, Mr. Evolution fan. Woobat, Togedemaru, Brion, Slurpuff. Wow, that red just like really like pops. This is crazy. Yeah, they killed it on these 1-stars, man. These cards are gorgeous. Assisting Heater, take a fire energy from your energy zone, attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. 110 HP, 40 damage. Very nice, very nice. Pack number 10, we got EEVEE. Brion, hey, another shiny. Okay, the shinies is coming out in full effect. We got shiny Farfetch, which honestly don't look that different from a regular Farfetch, but you know, I might use this one just cause it does the same thing it looks like as a regular Farfetch, right? 60 HP, Leak Slap for 1 energy. I might just start throwing this one in any deck while I'm using a Farfetch just cause the flex, you feel me? So don't like a little flex, you know what I mean? All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Also, I'm starving. That being said, you know, I guess the bittersweet thing or the good thing, the silver lining, I guess, of me being up this late and doing this and, you know, trying to do this content thing is that it's 6 a.m. now, which is like a perfectly reasonable time to be like waking up and having breakfast, I guess. It's a bit early, but you know, early bird get the worm, or the early lotus gets the protein shake, I guess. Or maybe I might have some fruit and I might have a fruit salad, or I could have some steak and rice, honestly, if I'm gonna go to the gym. But if I'm not gonna go to the gym, I'm probably just gonna eat some fruit or protein shake and then go to bed. I don't really know what I'm doing with my life right now, man. I'm all over the place. I feel like I was making changes and healthy choices and decisions. Here's the thing about content creation though, right? One of the things I enjoy the absolute most about content creation is the flexibility and the freedom to kind of do whatever you want. Now, obviously, if you know, niche into it, if you get yourself into a certain niche or pigeonhole you a certain way, you have certain limitations and everything, right? And obviously there's certain things that I do on my channels, whether it be on stream or YouTube, that perform better than others. It doesn't stop me from doing variety, but I just know that there are certain things that come with that. Another shiny Pokemon, by the way, we get a Ralts. 60 HP, teleport, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. But I enjoy the freedom and flexibility of just like having my own schedule, being able to do what I want when I want, and pretty much being able to do whatever it is that I want. You know, right? I enjoy that the most, I think, about this career that I've been able to have. And I've always been a night owl my whole life. Hey, new card we didn't have, the Snorlax EX. We got the 2-star Snorlax, but we didn't actually have the EX Snorlax, so that's pretty cool. So that's another one to this the counter. First card is a 1-star. Could this be a God pack? No, but there is another 1-star back there. I'll take a double 1-star pack. Hey, and it's the Glaceon, which we did not have yet. Ice Blade. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for 2 energy. Nothing fancy about it, but it looked cool. No pun intended. And I've always been a night owl, going back to what I was saying, my whole life. I've always loved being up late at night, just being in the still and the quiet of the night, being by myself, and just, you know, I feel like I'm super productive. I can think straight. My head is clear. You know, sometimes we all had a nights where we'd be in our own head a lot and you'd be overthinking or remembering shit that you said that was really cringy or you would never say when you were 13, now that you're an adult or something like that, right? But other than that type of thing, like I've always just enjoyed those late night vibes. And I have been understanding that, you know, that late night lifestyle that I enjoy so much is not necessarily the healthiest. Also, there's things you miss out on during the day when you're waking up at 5, 6 p.m., whatever. But the thing is, right, I always get so bad with my schedule that I eventually circle and loop back around to being normal again. So like I'll have several days where I'm waking up at 3, 4, 5, 6 p.m. I've woken up as late as 9, 10, 11 p.m. before, you know what I mean? Or waking up at midnight. It happens. It's just a constant cycle of just like it getting worse and worse and worse until it gets better. The thing is about like being normal or being on like a normie schedule is that because of the life that I live and the career that I have, there are times where like I'm forced to be a little bit abnormal. So for example, I cover fighting games a lot. Well, oftentimes there will be a really big fighting game tournament or event or whatever that takes place in another country, like such as Korea or Japan, especially when it comes to Tekken. Honestly, those are drastically different time zones. So it's like, okay, well, I have to be up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So am I staying up that late? Am I waking up that early? Or this event might start at 8 p.m. and it doesn't end until that hour. You know what I mean? So it's just like, there are things like that. Or when certain news or information drops about certain games, whatever it might be in the middle of the night or whatever. And so you just kind of end up like ruining your schedule for certain things. And it's just like, well, I'm going out of my way to be awake for this thing. And like, honestly, I like this lifestyle anyway. So it just is what it is. And like, whatever. But I've been making a lot of choices in life lately to like live a healthier lifestyle. You know, I've been going to the gym a lot, drinking more water than ever, even though I've always been a big water drinker. I've changed my diet a decent amount and like really, you know, consolidated like what I eat, which is mostly just like chicken, rice, steak, fruit, a lot of water, I started making my own pizzas. I make these protein pizzas from a recipe that I learned off YouTube. That's been really good, and you know, it's much better for you than buying Little Caesars or Domino's, and I'm getting 50 grams of protein per pie that I make. I know I'm just rambling, but hopefully I don't mind. But yeah, it's like I've made all these decisions to like improve my lifestyle, and like, you know, I was getting more sleep and everything, but it's just like, you know, say they have stuff like this, like I want to cover the new Persona game. It don't release till midnight. So when I'm gonna stream for 30 minutes, an hour, like, no, I want to, like, then I'm having fun. So now I don't want to end, and it ain't like I'm tired anyway. I mean, like, if I were to go to bed right now, like I could sleep, but I obviously got enough energy right now that I could stay awake for several more hours. So it's just like, what do I do? And then trying to, you know what I mean? I'd be all over the place with it, man. I'd be all over the place with it, man. And I like the idea of being on a consistent schedule to some degree, but I just feel like the lifestyle and the career path that I've chosen don't necessarily always afford that. And like it can, because like you make your own hours. So it's like, I don't have to be awake at midnight to play this game. Like I could have streamed the game. I could be waking up now or waking up a few hours from now and then like doing my pack openings and doing that and then playing Persona afterward. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, but it's like, you kind of always want to be on like on the cutting edge, the bleeding edge or whatever like that, right? Of that type of thing. You know, you always want to be on top of things. You don't always got to be first or like be super duper early, but it's like, you know, you at least want to be on a lot of things like the day of, and that's kind of a conflict that I have as well. And then certain things when it's happening like live, you want it to be there live, you know what I mean? So if I'm watching a tournament, like, yeah, I could always watch it the next day or whatever, but like that's not nearly as fun or exciting or as interesting even to the viewer as watching it live, you know what I mean? So anyway, we got Flareon EX. We're only missing one more card from this set to have the complete like base set of it. We've already seen these abilities and these this attack, but Flareon looking good there. Love that card art. I don't know why I'm like venting to you guys. Not necessarily venting, I guess just getting some thoughts off. I mean, I guess that would be venting, right? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Is this my new favorite immersive card ever? Oh my God, this is so sick. I love the colors on this. Oh nah. Oh nah, he gonna have a whole squad. Hey, I told you, it's not, I don't care how many packs deep we go before we get one. It ain't a Lotus pack video until we get the immersive rare. We guaranteed to get one per video. It always happened. When in doubt, never doubt. Never doubted it. Oh my God, yeah, this is my new favorite immersive rare card for sure. I go ahead and throw me a few more of these, just cause I needs that. I wants that. I desire that. This will be the only EX EEVEE you gonna see in my deck. I won't even be playing it till I get at least 2 of them things. And another Espeon. let's go. Got the immersive rare EEVEE. That's sick. That card is awesome. But hey, there's the Leafeon. Did we have one of these yet? We did not. There's the 1-star Leafeon. Gorgeous card as well. Yeah, that's a W pack. That's a W pull. Yeah, I don't know. I was just rambling just for the sake of just, you know, conversating with you guys, just talking the talk, shooting the shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is like a kind of dilemma that I run into, just content creator problems that, like, you know, I'm sure y'all really don't care about that much, but maybe you enjoy listening to me ramble about that kind of thing. All right, but we're still 1 card short of completing the set. What card could that be? Oh, it's Primarina. We have not pulled a Primarina yet. And out of 107, I think we were like, what, 70, 80 cards deep? So we're close to having every single card, actually, already. It's not a particularly large set, so I guess I'm not too surprised by that. We should only have 1 or 2 more 10 pulls left in this video, I think. And I don't think I used up all my hourglasses at the start, right? I might have some stuff I can collect, but seen some rainbows. Let's see if we can end this off on a banger. Another EEVEE EX. And look, EEVEE, as adorable as you are on this card, I'm sorry, we only using the immersive for the EX. It simply is what it is. And we might have to use a new 1-star for our non-EX, to be honest. EEVEE bag. Kinchino, Mienshao, Carbink. Go ahead and throw me the crown rare, whatever it is for this set. You know, I said that can't be mad at another Umbreon. No, that card is so gas. I said if we got a decent ways into the video and we weren't really hitting on too many things, I might take a, oh my God, Shiny EX Moltres. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Shiny Moltres, but this is probably the coolest Shiny Moltres that's ever looked is on this card. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we'll take that. But yeah, I said that I might look through the card list to see what it has to offer if we were, you know, deep into the video and didn't have too much. We got some stuff, but we're still missing a lot. Definitely still missing a lot of like the 2 stars for sure, which obviously you're always going to be missing. Those are going to be the hardest ones to get. Yeah, I don't know what the crown rare looks like, and we're still missing several 2 stars. So hold on, we have all the EXs though, right? So we've seen every EX card that this set has to offer. Let me go ahead and look through the list real quick. Obviously there's several more shinies to be collected, but so EX Flareons, we 2-star Flareon, Sylveon, Dragonite, Snorlax EV, which I guess the EV is the immersive, right? So yeah, we got the Snorlax, we got the Flareon, so there's Jolteon, and okay, so yeah, okay. So we got the rainbow rares, and then the, what do we even call it? Prism rares? Prism rares, is that what I've been calling them? I don't really know if the community has like names that they've officially dubbed the rarity of these cards other than just 2-star, but I think I've been calling it rainbow rares and prism rares, just to add some sort of like distinction between them. But the sound effects, I don't see no rainbows though. Minchino, Brianni, Mienshao, Vaporeon. Hoping we can end this with a bang, but another shiny. We walking out of here with something. We got almost all of the shinies, it feels like, because we've gotten a lot of those today. Now I would trade a lot of those for some of these 2 stars, but you know, Slurpuff, Joltik, Minchino, Penny. And we could end with another immersive rare, or I'll take another 1-star Flareon too. If we could end this with another immersive rare and another Snorlax. If we could end this with an immersive rare or a crown rare or a 2-star that I don't have, I'd be very happy. 1-star Glaceon. I was hoping there was gonna be something back there. I mean, that is something, but I was hoping it was gonna be something even, you know, more, a little bit more exclusive than that. A little bit more exclusive. Chatot, Aventula, Membetal, Mawile, Dratini, Chatot, and another EVEX. EVEEVE! All right, pack number 9, Steenie, Appleton, Sableye, another EVX. We have got a lot of these already. Last pack magic, talk to me. I don't know if this is our last 10 pull, but I think it is. So give me something good. We still don't have Primarina either. Come on, let me have one more 10 pull, because at the very least we got to get Primarina so we can get the 69 out of 69. I'm gonna be pissed if we end this off 68 out of 69, because I feel like this happens to me every time where a new set comes out, like a new small set like this, and I do my openings and then we be 1 card away from finishing it. 86 out of 107. Tell me I got one more 10 pull we can do. Okay, we do. Show me the Primarina. Like, that's the least you can do for me, Pokemon. Come on, Pokemon Company. That's the least you can do is help your boy out with the Primarina. All right, we got some rainbows in there. Purloin, Carbink, another 1-star Umbreon. This card is sick. This reminds me of, like, because, you know, Umbreon at night with the moon and everything. There was like that, the real life card of like they call him Moonbreon. It reminds me of that a little bit. Dragonite EX. Woobat, Sableye, Tropius, Popplio, Mienshao. I'm seeing Popplio, but we're the Primarina. Another Umbreon, Sableye, Brianne, Sableye, Surpuff, Swirlix, Bounsweet, Apom, Ambipom, Appleton. Nidorino, Golbat. All right. All right. Wait. Forgot we had rainbows. Got the shiny Electrode to go with the Voltorb. They throwing me all the shinies. I wasn't really here shiny hunting, but they throwing me all the shinies. All right, now y'all just being funny. Now you think you're being cute. All right, for sure. Audino, Mienfoo, Slurpuff, Granny, Leafeon. Can I get the Primarina? Show me Popplio again. Can we get that final Evo though? The shiny Farfetch'd. And I got 2 of them now, so if I want one Farfetch'd in any deck for whatever reason, I have at least 2 of the shinies. Woobat, Chatot, Brianne, Vanillux, Incineroar. At least we're ending off on a better note, I think, than that last pack. But I would really like to get... You know what? I'll take it. I'm pretty sure that was actually our last 10 pull for real. But we got an EX card. We got 2 shinies in the same pack. A couple of 1-stars, another shiny, and the I almost said shiny Jolteon, the 1-star Jolteon. I guess I can't be too upset. Not my best luck ever, but we did at least get an immersive rare out of this video. We're now, what is that, 87? Yeah, 87 out of 107. So 20 cards away from having all of them. And yeah, no more recovery items. Okay, real quick, let me go see if I have like hourglasses or anything to collect where we could do one more, because I would like to end with the full set, but you know, somebody being difficult. All right, so I went through all my items, my mail and everything. I don't have the materials necessary to do any more summons. I could probably maybe use a couple of singles with the gold I have. However, I went to the Wonder Pick, and one of the players on my friends list got a Primarina in there. Now the game wouldn't be so kind as to, now I know it's not an English one, but I don't care, that make it cooler, you know what I'm saying? Game wouldn't be so kind as to give me that, would it? Now eeny, meeny, miny, this one. No! Well, it was worth a shot. By any chance, is anyone else on my friends list right now got a Primarina that they give your boy a chance? I give you the thanks anyway. I'll be honest. I really didn't do me no good. But does anybody else got anything on here that would be nice? We don't have that Sylveon yet. I might go for that Sylveon. We ain't got that yet. That looked pretty. More threes, any fours? That's the Umbreon, we got that. Glaceon, we got that. Scritch. Yeah, it's looking like we going for that Sylveon. I'm leaving here with some. All right, Sylveon, let's get it. Where you at? I'm surprised we didn't get that yet, to be honest. See all this stamina I got? Like, what am I supposed to do with all this, man? This, I guess, but it's just, you know, when you're a whale, you don't really have to Wonder Pick too often because you normally just get everything. But I'm oh my God. I'm out of here, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for all this content up and I'm bringing you. With all that being said, that's pretty much all I have today. And remember, nothing could happen to you swing the bat. I'll be back again with another one soon, man. Here's your thanks, I guess.